So hey there guys, Erin here again, another What I Eat in a Day Wednesday. If you are somebody that is new to my channel, I upload these videos every single Wednesday. It's what I eat in a day on a ketogenic based diet. That is the diet that has helped me successfully lose about 33 pounds. Prior to that, I had lost 30 pounds over several years, tried several different diets and several different ways of eating, but I have found that keto has helped me to get to my goals a lot faster, as well as made me just a healthier, balanced person in general. So in addition to showing you guys what I eat, I also like to incorporate some advice or some tips, some kind of explanation on what it is I'm doing and kind of give a little bit more information about that into these videos. And so today I thought I'd talk about the 5-20 rule, and that is just where when you are buying a product and it's marketed as giving you tons of minerals or vitamins, it's going to be so healthy, it's so enriched with this item. So when you turn that label around and you actually look at the daily value or the daily percentage, you want to make sure that it is at least 5% of that amount. If it's less than that, then it's really not going to give you the benefit you need as far as getting that mineral or that vitamin into your diet. And then if it's more than 20%, then it's actually meeting the claim that it's trying to market to you, that it's getting you enough, it's high, it's really enriched with that vitamin or that mineral. Typically I try to buy products, if I'm buying it for that specific vitamin or mineral, that is more than 20% of that daily need. That way I don't have to think as much about supplementing it into my diet. So that is kind of the 5-20 rule. Typically, like I said, I try to look for products that are more than 20%. At a minimum side, I try to look at products that are 5%. The other thing to keep in mind is that those daily values are based on the bare minimum that you need in order for your body not to go into a deficit or to be deficient in that vitamin or mineral. So you really actually need more than that in order to kind of build up a good store of those vitamins and minerals within your body. When your body does not have enough of, like, let's say K or vitamin C, what it will end up doing is rationing that, and so it will only release that product in order to support your more core or essential functions within your body. It's really important to make sure that you're getting enough of these vitamins and minerals, and so by looking and observing whether or not the product that you think is really good, because the marketing on the front of it says one thing, you want to look at the back side and make sure that you're actually getting a good amount of it from that. So I hope that gives you guys a good insight into kind of how to look past the marketing of some products and to make sure that you're actually getting enough of that vitamin, that mineral, whatever it is, into your diet each day. So this day is typical to the way I start all my days. I did it with the full fat coffee. Right now, we bought a bundle of the bulletproof coffee with the brain octane oil, and so I did use that brain octane oil this morning. As of right now, I'm not feeling any magical effects. I'm not feeling like I am more balanced internally than I would be with my cheaper, bigger bottle C8s or just generic MCT oils. So, I'm not really seeing a huge benefit, but that doesn't mean that there might not be for somebody else. I also used the bulletproof coffee this morning, so that is the coffee that was kind of dumped into that blended mix. Like I've said before, I do 1 tablespoon of the MCT oil or whatever oil it is I'm using. I also do a tablespoon of coconut oil. Currently I am dairy free. I'm a week and a half away from not being dairy free, so that's pretty exciting. And then I will also put in a couple tablespoons of collagen. Collagen supports so many different functions within your body, everything from your eyes, your hair, your skin, your nails, your organs, the tissue in your organs, your joints, your ligaments, your bones. And so it's just a really great building block, and I like to incorporate it into my coffee in order to make sure that I'm getting it into my diet every single day. So yeah, I haven't actually made my lunch yet. I haven't actually made my dinner yet, but I will be getting into that soon, and so that is what you guys are going to be seeing next. So my lunch ended up being a little less than awesome. I ended up just having this can of tuna and then some other stuff with it, but I didn't end up having that salsa verde because I could not get the jar open. And I did mean to have a salad with this meal, but then got busy and sidetracked and didn't end up making the salad. So I just took that can of tuna and I mixed it with some of this Chosen Foods avocado oil mayonnaise. I like this versus olive oil mayonnaise because there's less kind of flavor to it, so it blends a lot easily, or it blends more easily. So I just mixed 2 tablespoons of the avocado mayonnaise with the tuna, and then I ended up adding the jalapenos because I couldn't get that salsa jar open. Mixed everything up. I did end up having some flackers with this, and they were the cinnamon and currant flavor, so there were some extra carbs in that because they do have dry fruit in them, so I ended up only having half of a serving of it. So that's about 3 carbs right there for those 3 little crackers. Kind of sad. For dinner, I ended up making this smoked Polish sausage. I like to do kind of like a kielbasa and sauerkraut. And so I've got my sauerkraut there, and I've got that sausage. That package is huge, and I only end up using half of one of the links to make this meal. So I've got rice cauliflower as well, and then some olive oil, and then an apple. The apple is basically for my entire family, so it gets cut up and then kind of stewed and softened with the meat. For me personally, I ended up eating less than 1/4 of the apple. So not a lot of carbs from that, but it's a good way to kind of sneak it in there. And again, it totally worked for my macros for the day. So in that pot, I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I've got the rice cauliflower kind of frying up in the back. I like to fry cauliflower rice versus like steaming it because I'm able to get more fats and oils into it. So that's another way to kind of sneak those fats in there. I added in the sauerkraut. That's about 1 cup of sauerkraut total, and then I cooked everything for about 10 minutes. Overall, it cooks pretty quickly because that smoked Polish sausage is pre-cooked. This is honestly one of my favorite meals. I would have this meal all the time growing up, and we would have it with a lot of regular rice, and so being able to use rice cauliflower as a replacement makes it so that a lot of the meals that I had growing up are, able to fit into my ketogenic diet. So portioned out the rice between my husband and myself, and then tossed in all of the, cooked sausage and apples, and as you can see, there's not a ton of the apples there, but just lots of sauerkraut, and so really just getting all those flavors in there. Because I'm not having as many apples as I normally would, I added some apple cider vinegar to the top of it just to get that flavor in there, and then it also gives it that kind of vinegary or acidic taste. So like I said, one of my favorite meals. I'm finding it very easy to incorporate a lot of my favorite meals into keto. I just have to think about it and try to figure out how to make it work into what it is I'm eating and make it fit my macros. So yep, another great, delicious meal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It's really important to me that I'm putting out content that is actually helping you guys and giving you a great example of what somebody else is eating on keto. I try to eat as natural, as real food based as possible, and so I hope that's the example that I'm providing for you guys. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you are new and you made it this far, please feel free to subscribe because like I said before, I put out videos twice a week and they are all keto based and they're kind of based on this kind of idea or way of eating. So yeah, I hope everything's going great on your guys' ketogenic journey, and I hope that everything's going good in your world in general, and I will see you guys later. Bye!